Hey, tasa adeɛ kyi bia na yɛsɔre na yɛante nsɛm foforɔ na yɛsa adekyeɛ no nkɔ yi anaasɛ adekyeɛ no mu ɛwram. Nene nsɛm a abade tasa maame papa me nuanom ano wɔdene pɛ yɛ mekura mamoto. Na nsɛm wei no ɛyɛ insider reports and some reports bi a ahinta ɛna na aba beto dwa ɛfa yɛ mampani ene eye na paafo anaasɛ empokra na busuafo bimpo a ɔmayɛ dɛ ɔmaka ahyia pɛsɛ ɔmuyi papa no yɛda yi efiri hɔnom ene yɛde ho nsɛm yɛda yi ɛbrɛ mu tigidwa netie na nsɛm no ɛto dwa no ɛna kwaku anan ɛkyerɛ mu sɛ hwɛ ɛyɛ Gabby asare ɔkyerɛdako hwɛ wayɛ nneɛma bebree wɔ ɛyɛ ɔmampani akyi a kyɛsɛ ano wɔdene na nneɛma a wayɛ bi ne sɛ wasesa ɛyɛ police foɔ kyɛsɛ mpanimfoɔ bi a ɔmodeda various agencies ano in the security service no no adene boys ahyɛ hɔ in all plans ɔbɛyɛ da yi ɔbɛyi ɛyɛ N.Addo ɛde ayɛ da yi ɛde afiri hɔ eish asɛm na no ɔde ho ani nso enyan na kwaku anan ma me ho dwere me because okuta the evidence and answer the reports and all day che yebeko ni akohwe the reports ene nsama o kan yeko ni konkotie apono so eni yebebo bono masha papa ne asore akọ last Monday menimu di nkomo a yedi ye ni na ye nkomo bɛn report kakraka program we ya pick it up Exp0se omei bambo edwumakuo eye national security for eye nneoma bi a saa nneoma no betumi atoto omei bambo fiepie kwa atoye ane both local and foreign ebetumi atoto omei bambo asaram na enifiri ho a ebetumi so de atorenchem kese e de abro men edi kan omampani nankasa na ebehya ase wono so report no so mayeti ase se edwumakuo bi ase edwumakuo no wo mo ye a protege of the governing party MPP ye hwan Dankwa Institute a eye owura Gabby asare ɔkyerɛdako ene wodano anamo a Gabby asare ɔkyerɛdako wetuo a President N.Addo Akuffo onim ho hwe according to the report na Gabby edi tumi ahye ne nsem na omei bambo adwuma no ono wasesa leaders ni na according to said ono Gabby pe na Gabby esesa leadership of the security chiefs no a saa nipa no odo omo sesa ni na nso ye nkrofo a wono mu fi Gabby aso ya eye Dankwa Institute wono a wono mo etete emrantie yi ewo politics mu ni omaniama no oho ene Gabby kosesa asamrantie na edo mbehyehyehye national security offense edwumakuo num ena womo a womo ye mpanimfo a womo nim bambo eba ne edwuma no ateta die ni mu a intelligence edwuma ni mu a wapam dodo no a efiri ho ena ono ade ne nkrofo akohyehyɛ ho afi wukọ national security mainstream a anase NSA national security agency wa empenifo mo so apa bene a wo ma ben a wo nim bambo adwumam eso mo bɔ ma mpeni ni chidom ɛhɔ nso wapam dodo no a ɛna ɔdo ɔno ane nkrofo akɔhyehyɛ ho na wei na report na ɛsan esi so biom sɛ na do mo ye ni na no kyerɛ sɛ wɔnom wɔ botaye bi a saa botaye no sɛ yamfa yi anto yi a ebetimi ekowie sɛ omampani nankasa eyo omo target a won pese omo di yi omampani ni firi ho eno nso mi nim ho hwe report na eka ewuranom se wotemase o se wontemase o ene mi ntimi nkyerɛ but eya na me di mu wura national security nsɛmnsɛm mu a me di mu wura mu kyerɛ sɛ me pese wo hu de ekoso around within the confines of your wall. Now no Monday me ka se me kire mo se o me betumpon entumpon ni nara ejina national security for so na bia na want ase
yebedidi yebenom ensuo a yenom aduane a yedie edwa a yedie both domestic and foreign Ghana's import and export goods and services everything in national security for adwuma yes aban no bedi yo aban ni yo edwedi aban ni bedie ene ada Mahama ne nasefo ni na national security for adwuma national security for no mo measure the temperature of the state na one mas asedie kese ba ko ne se anapa biara pani a wono da ho no ye bobo security nsem ni na no before close of day no wono no kotra omampani nanim na afi oni omampani ni edi nkomo anapa bia ene ne friend security debriefing na wa kire omampani ni se omampani ei oman ni bebe ye gine sesi a me ne o ete epono so yi sei e na oman ni tie eye n'edwuma the national security chief n'edwuma ne se woni omampani betra akonwa so anapa bia na wa kire omampani bebia the current state of the nation enti mo be kaya Monday me san ka asemi kire wo se eni enti no wo ba oman no bebia mpeso so a ye what you call the DISEC, the District Security Council, and Siyaba Region, the Regional Security Council, RESEC. Ye bobo ansam na no. Enti se de mekan what ya se a we na bema afi wada ho so se. Ene na bebi o man kika koi. Se ne papa mu na ekoyi a, se boni mu na ekoyi a, the question remain, what is it that your national security chiefs and intelligence officers edwuma ben wono mo ye especially the leadership na enu na report ni che say leadership no din semonia san semone e de wo how e de abenedie ni apinisie eni atore ncham kese e bebre me enti dia me ya ne say me be pantama report no ho ntama a kirew na wada ho so tonight Medimube part 2 of this security report. There are several of such reports. Enya asem papa no. Na masema me ka kire obribi ni se ebribia wo ko nko to dwani mu a ahotewefo amwo oman Ghana Muslimifo, Hare Krishna for Hindu for Gnostics, Baha'i for Baha'i ana hwanum Baha'i. E Christo for obia moko nko to dwani mu a Monkai mo mampeni His Excellency Adodankwa Akuffo Monkai no na onyankopon mo ne chidom no fa memu we onfenwie preprepre no onfensi ho me gina ye ka ne sen abotremu eni ahobrasim na me de ka asem we kire Ghana for me pamocho it doesn't matter political party ben a wom no ahobrasemu pa o ena me say the saints of the nation carry a frankincense prayer unto the Lord on behalf of the president of this republic. N.Addo anoye mresa. Na izi N.Addo 4th August 2022. Director Research Office of the President PMU. Source covert. And then the subject. So when hu kwanya Ghana mpenimfo binum betimi arrest the life of a president. Straight up. Yes. Assuming without admitting, say, report we will lead the next overthrow of President Adodankwa Akuffo by close of the day. Sa report we call sa office one. The next day, an action ensued to kick off the president. This would have been done smoothly without a blink of an eye. Why? Because Dr. Owusu will say, and I quote, I have so many important things to do. I have what? So many important things to do. And so because of that, it's not about economy or it's not about what? He bothers not. When we say na Ghana mumpeni mfoni bi, yetua ne ka wo. Report no ojetu mu se ampa eba ne office. Nemom wode neni ekan ye no a ohun se report no akansem a ehu a bibi koso na impo ono obeye bibi ono wanye o. Number 2, one saying peja report no so anko the intelligentsia o. 3, one for report na anko appropriate office be say hey munye na say me hano I deal with ABC but we it's not within a but more and I am within my operational line. So please take it and investigate further. If there's any old man bia, let's avert it. No. He sat down at that office and glossed his eyes over the report. And that was the end of the story. Yes. Enti na America chira mo say ebri amene mo ka say ohun. Ewura no mo yi. Me say o won paye papa bi na wo bo a mesrew emfa o manpanini hu abufuo bompaye ni bi ma wo president ni keke for the very fact that your president is your president at this time until any whatever. But for now, he remains your president and let's protect him. You made me a catcher mono. Please, Ghanaians, you see Christopher on the Dawson, the saints, let's raise a prayer and protect the president. For the prayer, no, the rest, no, the physical part of it, no, yenyamao. So, this job can be done and done easily. It says, so no president, no, to one no. He's been surrounded by wolves, tigers, hyenas, and all kinds of, all kinds of, I don't know, but men in sheep clothes. Woman, oh, Papa, we or a director of research, but a woman want to here. Minim how he was screened before he didn't question her as a director of research. Medine faha no de faha medini wura no wura. Woman penny ya tro asem kese ti say e de abeto man penny ni ho. Emma o man penny no asem na wo mu no ebetimi leadi say Adibi ba beto man penny. Enti ora owusu mensa doctor. Enhu enya yem hihie say no. Mami fa de we kura koma ebi a the chief of staff. Amadachi bi asem bi ba waka say no me ye say to avert this. No wanye na sa. Now mami ka say minjira mo. Do you know why the source to this report one copy the national security mainstream? Do you know why? Sir, the writer, the covert, one copy the intelligentsia of the state. Do you know why? The writer, no, one for report to the copy and with chief of staff. Do you know why? One for report and the national security coordinator, office of the president. Do you know why? No, the Breo, Dr. Uzumeza. Do you know why? Woman Penia do danko Akuffo da Jubilee House ho. Banene na da bontin se siradam. Onyankopon hu oman Penia Akuffo mobo. Onka kai ne bebrebe. Won mo no ho ban mo ni chidom na de akai onfenkuduru brebrel emaye. I wish I can share with you some of the things that are more harrowing than this. Nanuna Meka Chiro say, Mika say, last week here, report be very disturbing report. Akwa could di Jubilee House ho. Sa report e bie ensembi so a huye. Efa the national security coordinator Oteso Edward Kwekwasumeni and the boss of NIB National Intelligence Bureau Eyora Atobra. Emma chief of staff atam report no Akroma ba Jubilee House or the report number each obia copy money na monkai. Now after reading the report, the operatives so much trust our report no, their lives at risk. Until date, the president hasn't seen the copy of that report. Covers serious and dangerous charges, ne findings be brave of these two people. My main kind of message during this meeting. Ose, Very intelligent journalist. Source. Kweku, I'm telling you, these guys who flanked the president never linked him from day one, never liked him from day one. I'm sure that's what he wants to say. They are only hovering around him, cashing out monies to better themselves and their cronies. Yeah, what to our office and MPP. May it be so, or may it not be so. Upeni way, I may question Impo doesn't even see the importance of taking such explosive report. The president to avert any impending storm. Onupo who's our enemy. Hey, one no ye tuya ne kanu at office of the president. Or who the importance of it? Na mi kwekwana dia na meminye. Yo. Ebrene beswa. Lumba na ektoye. Ebrene beswa. If indeed they briefed the president well about the country by now, about 90% of the president's appointees, especially his CEOs, would be outed. Take pain and go around these institutions and see how these CEOs collapse the institutions. These institutions have national security officers writing report every day to their bosses, yet nothing is done about your interview with the director of research at the office of the president. Clearly speaks volume. Folks, when you're ready, Monfa Dr. Usu audio no and shame. I want Ghanaians to listen to it. Nejubli as one and clearly. Get ready. Na Monfa interview Nemra. Moma yentie Dr. Usu. Any Kwekwanan Air Kasa. Exactly what he said about the report. Take a listen, folks. Monsa yentie nibiu. Mensa. Good afternoon, Dr. Mensa.
Yes, please.
Yes, this is Kweku here.
I have your number.
Yes, I don't seem to get your message well. That's why I sent the message for you to read and then maybe respond appropriately. But I don't seem to understand your message.
Okay, then go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I think we've established the base already. But the message I sent to you this morning was to inquire from you to find out if your archives have synchronized the report I spoke to you about, and what steps taken ever since, if indeed your archives is updated. And you responded, say, yes, I have synchronized the letter. Then you came further to say, I did receive the letter, but it was not within my area of operation. All matters, issues, and institutions and organizations connected to national security are consigned to the Office of the National Security Advisor. So then again, I sent another message that, very well. So, has your office seek further clarity with the Office of National Security? What further investigations conducted so far to ascertain whether or not the above reports have been thoroughly investigated and the names mentioned in the report have also been questioned?
Hi, in some but any kind of subscriber like it, you may and share you may and mouth for and so answer and can please click on the notification bell so send your bay the news be out to platform no so with the air call edit the air bar. Hey, Sansa Miss POG Media, Yenny at the Brewa, and here for our quackity Sansa, we won't got in the baby. Yenny, your baquaco, not yet
of their actions, if any. If not, would you explain why your outfit would not do that, since your office was also copying? Your last answer is, my office handle issues based on data. I have no data on that. Now, here we want to seek more clarity. When you say your office handle issues based on data, what are you talking about? What data are we referring to?
Okay. Now, the letter, I was copied in the letter. And the letter that was sent to me did not indicate where it was coming from. So, in the ministries and the government agencies, if you are copied in the letter, it's a copy to you. It's not addressed to you. And if it comes, so where a letter comes to me, for instance, from the University of Ghana, Ministry of Education, or Ghana Education Service or Minister of Agric. You call the office, the look. This letter you addressed to me, I'm the wrong person. So kindly address the letter to the appropriate person. An appropriate person or institution is this institution. Then that letter is sent to them so that they can take action on that. In this case, there's nowhere to write back to. There's nobody to copy and find out where the letter came from. So it's just filed. That's all. But that's not within my area of work.
Okay, see. Do you know why the letter was copied to your office?
Hello?
Yes, Dr. Mensah.
You said?
I'm asking a question. Do you know why the letter was copied? Your office was copied. Do you know why?
I cannot read the mind of the one who wrote the letter. So I don't know.
Great. Do you recall that since you can synchronize, or you have synchronized the letter go further, or the report go further to mention some names, or has detailed a particular institution in that report? Did you read that?
I am not interested in enticing. It's not my area of work. So I have so many very important things working on. National security is not my area of work. So I don't deal with it at all.
Great. But are you therefore suggesting that this report has no importance and value to that of what the report is seeking to suggest, that this particular...
It may have importance and value, but not to me.
Are you the director of research to the president?
I am not on national security issues.
Great. This is of national security and intelligence matters. And I just ask you that... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc.
I don't deal with national security issues.
I agree.
So any issue on national security, it goes to the national security advisor.
Great.
So I don't have any interest in it at all.
Wonderful. So that's again on the back of this. I come back to ask you that since you are the director of research to the president,
yes,
assuming that what has been detailed in that report must be known to the president, and there must be some form of research. Again,
maybe there's some confusion here. Let me explain.
I am not confused.
The confusion is that the letter is not addressed to the president. If they want president to take action, they address it to the president. It's not. I'm not the president's secretariat.
Then again,
I'm at the presidency. I'm not at the president's secretariat.
Again, it begs the question. So, are you trying to, for once, that the area of operation borders a bit of intelligence, and I can understand that you do know this for quite clear of that. Do you know why the letter your office was copied to? You've not ascertained that, or you don't want to know?
I don't want to know because that's not my area of work. In any case, the one who wrote the letter did not indicate that the letter is coming from this institution. He wrote of it. We don't deal with ESA.
So,
I deal with data. So if the letter is coming from a reputable institution, a reputable institution indicates this address so that I'm able to relate to them, go and meet them, get more information, understand the issues very well from the institution. No institution connected to the letter. I just receive a letter, that of research. Then I take action.
Very well so. But then the reports go further to detail the source. The source is what? Covert, underline. Then again, it go further to say or mention particular institution to have been behind this orchestration. Number 3, if you have done a bit of research, now that's your area, I am bringing you much closer to your area. If you go a bit zero down to the report mention certain events that has occurred across the national security and intelligentsia, that all that the report has said has also taken place. So if the report has no detail where it is coming from, it has given you a highlight of some group of persons or person. That institution is also being handled by somebody also much closer to the president. And I'm asking, have you gone down to find out the actions being now taken, with the exception of what the report mentioned, a word, quote, elimination on code, that you and I don't know. And I'm asking, have you done something by way of research into that? Because your research must be known by the president. What exactly is of A or B or C? Assuming that today something happened
and then your office is questioned that yes, this report was detailed to you, even though you don't know where it is coming from, but that's why it is covert. So covert means that a person is giving you intelligence but doesn't want anybody to know traces, no names, no trace, as we do say in intelligence. So then the agency or the institution that was mentioned in the report, it doesn't appear to you that it is giving you a lead into so many things. Doesn't it appear to you so?
Let me repeat myself. All issues bordering of intelligence, national security is not within my area of operation. Number one. Two, I deal with issues that are bordered on data. So if an institution writes to me, that requires something that has to be done with, because the intelligence also do their own research. The intelligence have their research unit, and they undertake that type of work. So in this particular instance, it's up to them. It's not about the performance of an institution here. It's not about the economic data here. It's not about something about fuel. It's not about something about agriculture or fisheries that is within my domain of work. All issues about intelligence, national security is not within my area of work. Because we also in the Jubilee House, we have research intelligence unit, and that is I am not connected to the research. To me, the institution that brought it in.
Hello, Dr. Mensah.
So you address the wrong person. So let me just direct you to the right place to send the letter. Number one. Number two, we are taking the letter to the National Security Office, Coordinated Office, or National Security Advisor's Office. They are coming from where? Who is bringing it? And we don't go around nosing for information. That's the work of the intelligence group. That's not my work.
Okay, so that ever since the report came to you, have you directed the letter to the intelligence agency to investigate further? Have you done that?
Why should I direct it to them? Because the people who wrote it, you know where they should send their letter. It just filed and that's all.
So let's do a hypothetical situation here. Assuming that the person did not write to the intelligence agency to investigate further, you are the director of research at the presidency, and I'm asking, would you also do yourself good and your office and the president?
No, it's not within my work. I will not do anything about it. It's not within my work. Not at all.
So long as it doesn't fall in your purview, you still don't owe it a responsibility.
Not at all. Because I have thousands of work on my hands I have not finished. And I'm veering to other people's area of work. I have my own work schedule that is so much daunting on me, I haven't done half of it. And I'll go around looking for information that is other people's area of work. No, I don't do that. I have to get my own done, and done well.
Does it show, or is it something that you can at the top of your head value this report, or you will not value it as it does pose some threat to the presidency? Maybe whoever might have written this letter, he knows something much more than you and the president know.
Value is defined as what?
Potential threat underlying.
Potential threat?
That's correct.
That's the value. That's the meaning of the value, you said. Please, are you on the same page?
Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase whatever I said again.
Okay, please.
What I'm saying is this: do you value that report? That the evaluation of this report could be that of posing a potential threat that you and the president may not know. So on this line, the report, a copy was sent to you to have it looked, and so on that same evaluation, would you say there is something that I need to do by way of drawing the attention of the intelligentsia to do further investigations on that? And still again underline the word evaluation.
You see, we have the monitoring evaluation unit at the Jubilee House. And that they have their own responsibilities as well.
Are they also connected to the intelligence agencies?
No, we have the intelligence report. We have Office of the National Security Advisor. Under that office, we have research department of the National Security Advisor, which deal with intelligence
At the office of the president, correct?
At the office of the president.
Great.
Yes.
So would you bring their attention to this report, or have you done so?
No, as I said, it is not my area of work, and I just put it out. It is just we go this file.
So, Dr. Exp0se, assuming let me just still go on the line, your line, that it doesn't fall within your purview. You still don't owe it that, hey, even though this report is not detailed, as it were, where it is coming from, but yet still let me give it to these people to have a look at it, view it, so long as it falls within their line of activity. And we are talking about intelligence here. If I want to give you an intelligence of something and I don't mention my name, even though I've not mentioned my name, you still believe that you don't have to hold whatever I'm telling you as a basis of potential troubling something or blah blah blah, because the intelligence people will be able to interpret the situation pretty much more than maybe yourself. So wouldn't you, since you are also within the domain, wouldn't you do this for, as it were, whatever that must be averted? But you are on the verge of that. It's not within my line of operation, and therefore I ain't gonna do anything about this.
It's not within my line of operation. I don't see any. I read the entire thing, and I don't see any threat associated with anything in connection with that report. That requires my urgent attention to address.
What about the other agencies that the report falls within their responsibility? Does it also require the urgent attention to give it a thought?
Oh, for instance, let me give an example. I received a letter, covered letter as you indicated, about a performance of a government appointee. That is within my work. Quickly, I have to take action and see what is important about it, and whether it is true or true, and then establish the necessary data to work with.
Yes, this one doesn't. So why don't you let those agencies whose responsibility it is to review this?
They must have been copied.
Does the report tell you that they were copied?
That is not my work.
Great. Having read the report, does it appear to you that the report was copied to them?
I don't deal with appearances, Chief.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you are hazarding a guess, hypothetical. And I'm asking, now you've confirmed that you have a copy of that report in your office, and I'm asking,
yeah, I have a copy of that report.
Yes, now read that report. How many agencies that were copied apart from you? And I'm saying, if the report was copied to you and you believe you don't have anything to do with it, the agency that is under the presidency that has something to do with it, why don't you hand the report over to them to work on it? Probability that they can trace the covert and ask him further questions. You don't think so, Mr. Exp0se?
I don't think so.
What makes you think this?
I don't think so.
No, what makes you take this position? Sorry?
Can you wind up now? I have to move on to do other things.
Yeah, I agree, but we will have to get to the bottom of this.
So get to the bottom and move on, Chief. You get to the bottom. I said my statement is the following. They wrote a letter to me, Director of Research. I deal with data. I deal with recognizable institutions. Issues that have to deal with intelligence and research, I have to go with the Office of the National Security Advisor. The letter was not addressed to them. I got a copy of the letter. I don't know how many other institutions the letter has been sent to. I got it, I went through and I noticed that it is not my area of work, and that is it.
The second letter, I also copied you. Even though you were not in office then, did your archives tells you that it came to
No, I didn't look for it, because that was within the first term of the government.
Yeah, but I'm saying, that's why I said archives. Have you checked your archives?
No, it's not within this term, so it's not, I didn't look out for it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Exp0se. Appreciate
it. Subscribe, like it. Share, Akuffo, and so and please click on the notification bell so send a news you have to platforms and so on. Also, one with the air and the air, but Ochiame was na na we dey wasumu a ye den sam na bram ye dey adwuma die ni o ikotu ye dey ide ye dey abrem now so when ye bi ide eti hey na say we are say the pay bad na N.Addo wada and so no go abontin and it is very risky report and abaku anan e dey aba to jam which we shouldn't joke with it at all. Any can say the diablo because this is allegations they are not. So when someone if you chair a go at the idea so the brain the sharing the story for mine. Mention of video into baby it's a POG Media. We always bring you the best and the quality of your stories. Makram. Bye.